Hey guys, Adam here from DirectionTrader.com. It's about 9:20 Pacific Standard Time. Going to do the looking forward video here for the S&P. Been an interesting ride today. We opened up down 12, down 13, somewhere around there, 12 or 13 points on the S&P. Opened up way down in here. Down significantly on the market today, guys. As we was opening up the trading room, was talking about if we're going to get follow through, call the gap and go of some sort, where we gap down, we're not able to fill it, and we just continue to trade lower today, or are we going to attempt a half gap or full gap today? That was a question of the morning. Right out of the gate, we started to push up, guys. If you remember last night's video, I stressed so much about the 1812 area and how I was looking to trade the 1812s. If you look at yesterday's price action, overnight price action, we held them 1812s really well. And then once they broke significantly, pushing the market down, only to come back and retest that level one more time before ultimately selling off. All right, so the 1812 was clearly an area we were looking for this morning. Moving forward today, we got that little push off the open, looking to short the 1812s, didn't happen. So we had to wait. Basically, once we came up into this area, I used a smaller time frame, a tick version of this chart, and was waiting for some rollover. It didn't happen. So what we did, we had to wait. As we pushed up above the 1812, we started to get some good price action here on the smaller time frame. We started to get the market internals pushing up stronger, so started buying up here, buying this all the way up to the pivot point here. See this pivot up here around the 17s. Took the foot off the gas there, and then you see this white line here. That's Tuesday's high. That level came into play here from an intraday standpoint really well, and we took one more opportunity off of that and had a really nice morning. What are we looking at now moving forward? What's basically our 1812 looking forward? As you remember, last night's video, 1812 was the number we talked about that came into play. Now, what do I see coming into play? At this point right now, guys, I'm paying attention to the 17s and the 23s for the remainder of the day. We're stuck right in the middle of that range here, basically right at Tuesday's highs, you see here. If we're able to pop up to the 1812s intraday here, I'm going to look for a shorting opportunity off of that. If we come down to the 17s, I'm going to look for a buying opportunity off of that. Moving forward, what do I see after today's price action? It depends, guys. If we're able to push up above these highs, push up above yesterday's price action, once again, the VIX is continuing to drop. And as long as that VIX continues to drop, I see us having nothing but this upside opportunity here. And if we can definitely break above yesterday's highs, which is above this R1, and start to push up through the 24s and so on and so forth, I really see us heading back up to these 44s, and I don't see any reason why not to test them previous highs. Let's quickly take a look over here at the other instruments. The NASDAQ and the S&P are both holding really, really strong. As you see, the NASDAQ here all the way up at its highs already. In order for that to push higher, I think the Dow and the Russell, sorry about that, guys, I think the Dow and the Russell really need to kick it in here. The Dow and the Russell were the ones that were lagging, so to say. So as you see here, we had the Dow still holding this 50% level here, still holding this prior cluster here, and the same with the Russell. I'll show you in 1 second. But if the Dow and the Russell are not able to catch some buys, if the Dow and the Russell are not able to start to push up here, as you see, the Russell looks a little more promising than the Dow does, but as you see, they're both still holding this 50% zone inside this 61.8 where this previous resistance is. If neither one of them are able to push higher and get some momentum, I really think it's going to be difficult for the S&P and the NASDAQ to continue to get that push to the upside, even though they look so strong. So I'm going to watch all four collectively over the next day or two and see what's going to happen here. I know what's happening in the VIX. The VIX is falling at this moment right now. And as long as that continues to fall, that's going to add encouragement to the upside. But I definitely want to pay attention to the Russell and the Dow, and if they can start to get some momentum, that's going to help the NASDAQ and the S&P continue to push higher, though. But without their support, I see the NASDAQ and the S&P kind of petering out here, kind of just kind of just sitting here and chopping the remainder of the day. But if we can get some momentum with the other two, and if we can get the S&P above these, say 23s, 24 area, I see the upside opportunity being the cream of the crop here, because there's nothing to support it until we get up to the 44s, and as long as the VIX is dropping, we got nothing but upside potential moving forward. So I hope this helps you guys out. Right now, I'm currently sitting on hands. I'm being a little bit conservative, waiting for them levels. If we can get a break below the 17s, I'll look for shorting opportunities down to this same 94.50 area that we were talking about in yesterday's video. Once we get below the 12s there, I'll look down for the 94s. If we continue to get this momentum to the upside, I want to make sure we can break through the 23s, through them 24s, and if we can do that, we have a lot of potential here for a nice 20 point move here in the S&P. So I hope this helps, guys. If you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to reach out. Email's adam@directiontrader.com. I'm pretty good at getting back to people fairly quickly. Other than that, I look forward to seeing you in tomorrow's video. Have a good afternoon.